Hello everyone, I'm Tom with Stock Navigators, and this is the weekly market forecast for the week of February 27, 2022. Following a week of escalating tension that Russia invasion of Ukraine, the market continued to trade in the high volatility range. After open deep in the red in the Thursday morning with the news of invasion, the U.S. equity building a strong rebound during the day. A lot of weekend sell everything and get out thinking that the World War II will coming in. The new short seller get in and try to short the market. They get killed very quickly because they are thinking that S&P 500 will go down to 3,500 like you see in the news or many YouTube that scare you out there. This short squeeze and the institution, the short-term buy on the dip, push the market move higher. So as you can see that all three major U.S. indices they be able to finish the day in the green with the Nasdaq leading the way with a gain of more than 3.4%. So on Thursday video, I told you by Friday, if the market be able to hold on with the Thursday gain, we will have a market short-term reversal confirmation and establish a support at the 41.20 for the SBX. In this, on Friday, the market hold up and put a stronger and closing strong and finish the week with a strong bullet reversal pin bar on the weekly candle, so that even stronger confirmation. I will analyze detail in a little bit for you in the different chart. So based on the historical study, you can compare this war like the Iraq when the Iraq invade Kuwait in the past. The geopolitical turmoil, they will increase the uncertainty and can cause a high volatility in the equity market in the short term, while the event can have a serious life-changing consequence from a purely financial perspective. But the long-term effect on the equity valuation, it depends on the result after the conflict. So while in the short term, we may experience a large swing when the dust settles, the market often recovers from the event very quickly. So last week for the U.S. economy, you can see that consumer price index and the durable good order rise about 1.6% in January compared to last year, which is a very good news. As you know, that trading is a very risky business. It's not about luck, and trading is not a guessing game. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme like many people are thinking. If you don't know technical analysis, then you are gamble with the stock market. Find your time, save some money, and invest in your education. That's the only way to survive in this volatile market and start your own financial freedom. That's what we're doing here in the Stock Navigator. We're teaching and guiding you in the live market all day long. You need to read the chart and trade what you see on the chart, not what you hear on the news. Now let's take a look on the major indices chart so that we can see where they're going, and then we go to the sector performance, and I will give you some hint for the next week on those stocks that have potential moving on. All right, so first of all, let's take a look on the E-mini S&P 500. As you can see here, so the market, they have two good days, Thursday and Friday. Last week, they put it back up. Overall trend is still downtrend, but in the short term, the market be able to follow support. Now we want to see that where they're heading to. So after Thursday and Friday, market to put it back up, they be able to break the first level or trend line. But today, when the market opened, they gap down, but they found another level of support here. So sometimes they run too fast. For the last 2 days, they pull back. They try to hold on to this level of support. If they can hold up here, and tomorrow we can see another strong bounce. So where they're heading to? So this is the first level of breaking out. This is the second level of the resistance there. So the market will find a way to put it up to the upside at the momentum indicator. It will hold up, even though the price coming down, but the multiple time frame analysis it will hold them up strong here, and then they are more bullish divergent, and the market is oversold, so they will, in the short term, we were looking for a rebound to the upside, and then we can see it how long it will last, and then the market will tell you where we're heading to next. But in the short term, definitely this is a strong rebound if we can hold up to this level here. Now, take a look on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is also similar. They push it back up. Today they gap down, but and then they hold up. Now they find a way to put it up again. The Dow is a little bit stronger here. They pretty strong here. They shoot it back up, pull back down. They retest the level here. If they can hold up to this level, they will find a way to put it up and looking for continuation on the rebound. You look at the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 is strong. They not come down a lot. They hold up at the double bottom. They have a bullet formation. Shoot it back up. Today come back down. They retest. If they can hold up to that level, we can looking forward for the Russell 2000 to get back and try to test the pivot resistance line right here. Now, if you look at the crude oil is still strong. It depends on the outcome of the war there. They were ending, if they ending soon here. Okay, this one is a little bit extended, so watch out for this level. Even when they go higher, momentum is getting weaker. So be careful. If they break this upper support line here, and that's where you need to get out. Okay, the gold is also another trading vehicle. When the people worry, they take the money out, put into the gold shelter. But after the thing break out, no big deal, and people put the money back to the top market. So this one is coming down. They try to put it back up retail, but they are a little bit overbought, so they need to pull back down before they can tell you where they are heading to again. If you look at the Bitcoin pull back to the buy zone, they hold up here. So this is a strong level of the support. If they be able to get back about zero line here, the Bitcoin, they can clear this resistance here. Bitcoin will try to push it back to the upside, as well as the Ethereum here. So this is a strong buy zone. They have been hold up. All we do is just wait for the green line for the momentum to turn to the positive. They will lead this one to the next leg higher. So if you look at the volatility index, you can see that last week it's crazy. They put it back up to the high level, and then they fell to this level, and then they come back down. So in the short term, we will see that the high volatility in the big range trading. So if this one continue to go lower, they will have the top market to go up. So if they continue to go up, market will go sideways again. Now let's take a look at 10-year ratio. It's still hang tight to the upside, so inflation is still there. But they are right at the resistance level here. But the momentum is losing to the upside. So if they can come down, they will help the inflation a little bit there also. Now let's take a look on the 11 sector of the S&P 500 so that we can see where they are at. First of all, let's take a look on the material. The material, after they pull back down, they are right at support, and then they'll be able to push it back up to the upside. As you can see, the last 2 days, very strong bout. You never see in the past, right? You don't see any big candle like this. Now everything is bottom out. A lot of bottom fishing, they get in and then they push it back up. So they may choppy a little bit, but you can see that a lot of people buying the dip, okay, for those sectors. So they're looking for a strong top. But eventually, a lot of stock in this sector, they're doing extremely well. As you can see that many stock here. Let me show you. Okay, so you see copper. They're also doing very well here. I continue to put it to the upside. XME, that's another one. They break out all-time high there. So those stocks I mentioned on last week for you. FCX, that's another strong one there. Okay, and Active, that's another one that break out and moves very strong there. The XLC with the communication service, they also found a support right at the buy zone and try to find a way to looking forward to the upside. And the energy sector, that is strong one. They are still hang tight, even though they go sideways. but the momentum losing. So depend on how long the war will last, and this one here can tell you where they are heading to. So if they break out, they will continue up, but if they give up, and then they can get down. But momentum, even they go higher, momentum to the downside. So they are in the end of the move right now. But some stock are still doing good, right? Like Chevron is still doing their FANG, so there are a lot of stock that still hang tight to the upside there. ExxonMobil, so those stocks we will took some profit, so you watch out a little bit. Okay, even though they put it back here, but the risk is very high. Now the financial sector is still ranbound, but they hold on very tight to the buy zone, put it back up. So you can see that the more inflation, the Fed will increase the interest rate, will raise the interest rate. So the financial to take some advantage of that. So they will ranbound between this level here and this level there. Now let's take a look on the industrial. Industrial is also bow high for the last 2 days. Even the momentum is still weak, but in the short term, they're looking for some kind of rebound to the upside also. The technology is still doing very well there to the whole up, and then the buyer step back in. You see the gigantic candle here. You don't see the candle in the past here. It's a strong bullet, and then they hold tight to the Friday. So let's see if they'll be able to get back and retest the downtrend line here first, and then we can go from there. And a lot of stock that you can see that they try to buy back up, like Apple, okay, Microsoft, right, Nvidia. So those stock in the short term, you can see that Nvidia found up a bottom, a multi-time frame analysis show you that momentum will try to put it back up, oversold. So technically, they will find a way to put it back up in the short term first, and then we will go from there. Okay, the consumer stable is very strong there. Inflation is still there. Consumer stable. I'm sorry, this one here. Consumer stable. They give you a strong support. They supported last time here, last time there. This time they also very strong support, and they already put it back up. So we watch out for the resistance here. If they can punch through it, that even more bullish. So you can see it, a lot of stock that we have been following our portfolio, like Coca-Cola, right? Altria, right? And let me see, Procter Gamble, right? So this one here about backup, and one of the good one here like Costco. Watch out for, they don't even come down low, they hold up tight. So if they can clear this resistance, and then momentum turn to the positive, this one it will have a lot of room to roll. Let's look at the real estate. The real estate it also fall off the cliff, but they found a support. They are very oversold, so they also bow to the upside. And you can see that some of the stock there, like AMT, right? PLD, right? So they are bottom fishing there. They all rebound high. CCI, right? So you get a couple names I want to show you. So a lot of bottom fishing in the short term. People try to capture the short-term move to the upside there, right? And if you look at the utility is still strong bow at the buy zone, at the perfect textbook. They pull back down, go to the buy zone, run it back up, and you can see in here. Let me see a couple of stuff here. Right, so this one here, NEE, they're doing well, right? The UK. Right, so yep, so those stocks are still doing very well. Let me see here. So Cal, it's also very well. Okay, so a lot of stocks they found support, and then oversold. They have to bow to the upside first. So you can see that the broad base moving from the bottom to the top here. The next one is the healthcare. Healthcare also strong support. Find a way to put it back up. So watch out for return here. But overall, it look like it. They try to punch to this level here. So a lot of stock you can watch out, like Pfizer, right? Johnson. Let me see here what else. EW, right? Yeah, so a couple name there I just want to show you, and then you just put in your watch list and follow them. Okay, all right. So I think it, I give you a lot of talk there, you know. So you just put into your chart, and then to see, and watch out for the breakout level that will tell you where they're heading to. Okay, so I think that beside this stock, if you're busy working, you can subscribe to our Watchlist Premium Watchlist, where we handpick many stock daily and analyze in detail with the entry and the target that you can follow. So at this moment, the market is still up and down with a very high volatility. So you have to trade with caution, and then have a wild stop loss to protect. Okay, so I hope that you enjoy my analysis. Please don't forget to click the thumb up, like button below. And thank you for watching. I will see you during the week. Take care, everyone.